Hi guys. So I've been sitting here, updated things that have come out of my bank account, my cash that I pulled out, and my Netflix is pending, but I updated that on, I keep track of my bank accounts in here. So that way, I really don't have very many transactions every month. I pay or four bills. I have three things that are on automatic transfer. If I buy fuel, I use my debit card and then I transfer it out of my car sinking fund, which is a bank account. Same thing with any medical stuff. So I might have a $20 copay or a $5 copay for my meds. And then the 2 times that I pull out cash and the 2 times that I have money direct deposited. So that's 13 transactions on average. Sometimes there might be 2 or even 3 medical transactions, or probably maximum I've only had 2 fuel transactions. But so that's still what, sub 20 in general transactions on my account. So I just kind of keep track of it here because it's really easy for me to be like, what is my bank? Let's see. Oh, that's how much money I have in my savings account. Or, oh, that's how much money I have to go and buy fuel. Or, oh, I do have enough money in there to go and buy a car part. So this is so that I don't have to log into my bank account like sometimes 4 times a day. I just go through once a week as part of my Sunday, and I make sure that everything in here matches what is on the internet for my bank account. Another thing I did today is I went through the flyers and wrote up a preliminary shopping list, based it on the different places that I need to go shopping. I'm going to try and get some stuff in town. According to the flyer, there was some stuff that was on a pretty good sale, so I'll check them out. Otherwise, I'll be headed to Safeway tonight after work because they've got a, you get money back, not money back, but you save like, what is it? It's either save $10 on a purchase of $60 or more, or there's another one where you get like 3 and 4 times the fuel points, and those all expire tonight. So I'm gonna go and do my big Safeway grocery shop tonight after I get off work. So I'll hit my local spot on my way to work. I'm actually gonna head into work about 40 minutes early so that I can really wander the store. I need to get fuel, and I'll get a probably like $20 of fuel here in town. It's way more expensive here. And then when I go to Safeway, I'll end up with probably 50 cents off. After I get done doing my shopping at Safeway, I'll have 50 cents off per gallon, because it adds up. It's a fuel point. Every $100 you spend, you get a point, and each point is 10 cents off per gallon. So I'm going to check that out. Some random things that I'm looking for is chicken leg meat, good deals on pork, because that pork I had last week, that was super satisfying. Gonna check into stone fruits. Check out the apples. It's apple season here in Oregon. Mushrooms. It's mushroom season. Some greens that I can add into my rice dishes in the morning. You just chop them up and add them in with the rice, and then you crack an egg over the top of it. It's really basic, really earthy, hearty food. And so, ooh, I need to get more brown rice. Now I'm thinking about that. Brown rice. Mushrooms, a little hot sauce for keeping at work, There's a deal on cucumbers locally, so I'll get one of those for lunch today and then check out Safeway and see if they've got some there. And check out the dairy-free ice cream. I went and looked at the dairy-free ice cream here in town, and it was $6 for a quart, 2 pints worth. And when I bought it in town, it was like $9. So it like almost $3 savings. So that was, wow, that was surprising because my little town is like the closest grocery store to where we are besides our little town is about 13 miles away. So we're like out in Nowheresville. And so everything tends to be pretty expensive here. So at Safeway, whatever I don't find in Estacada, I'll get there. I'll check out the meat prices, the fruit, so the apples, melons, stone fruits, prunes, uncured bacon, grass-fed butter. They don't carry that at my local store, so I'll check Safeway. I'm down to 2 cans of olives, so I need to get more olives. They're great, like, before you go to bed snack. I don't get GERD from them, and they don't make me burpy or acidy or just in general, you know, that feeling that you get here if you eat something, like, too heavy, too carby, too greasy. They're good for me. I want to look into gluten-free bread or gluten-free wraps, some yams, sweet potatoes, check on dairy-free ice creams at Safeway. I'm almost out of my rice vinegar, so I'll get another one of those. Cat food, cat toys, brown rice. And then I've also got a couple things that I want to pick up at Dollar Tree, but I'll have to do that tomorrow because I don't have enough time. What I'm looking into getting is either a small container for laundry soap that I can bring home and refill out of like bigger, less expensive laundry soaps, or maybe even look into some pods or flings or whatever they call them for when I'm doing laundry at work. That way, I've got my own soap. It's a little container that I can just keep at work and I don't have to worry about it. That way I'm not carrying glass jars of soap around. Makes sense. And yeah. Oh, and a clutter bin. I want to get 2 little bins that are designated just for the clutter stuff so that every week I just empty the bins and put them back into the spot. So when I'm roaming through my kitchen and I see things that don't belong in my kitchen, I can put them away right away. But if I don't have time for that, for example, my goal is not to declutter the kitchen, my goal is to clean the kitchen, I can avoid the ADD trap of leaving a room and forgetting what I was doing by having a spot that I can put all the things that need to go somewhere else. That way I can maintain myself in the kitchen and just keep cleaning. So I figured Dollar Tree would be a good place to go to get things like that. And it's kind of weird. I'm this kind of person. At work, there's this kitchenette in the staff break room, totally full of dishes and gross. And I clean that sink normally, but it's been full of dishes for about 2 weeks and it's terrible. So what I'm gonna do at the grocery store, I'm gonna put this down here too. Sponges. And sponges. So at the grocery store, they have buy one, get one free on a 6-pack of sponges. Otherwise, I'll check Dollar Tree and see what they've got. I want to get a dish rack, so there's no excuse why people can't just wash their stuff and have it set somewhere instead of just throwing crap into that sink. Because it's really, really annoying. There used to be a sign up that said, keep this sink clean. And since the sign went away, people are not taking care of that space. So I think that if I get a dish rack and keep a nice sponge and maybe a tiny dish soap, OAP. So all in all, investing like maybe $3-4 into making my job at work easier. Yeah. And apparently I can turn in that receipt and get my $4 back. But I'm not really worried about that. I'd rather just have the ability to go in, quickly clean that area, because it's like where people's food is going. Why are they like, whatever. Like I can talk, because I've always got dishes in my sink pretty much too. So, but it's different when it's other people's stuff. It's my stuff's mine. It's not everybody else's stuff. Anyway, okay. So shopping list. Oh, and then something else that I wanted to do is in a video yesterday, I believe I talked about this. My aunt gave me $100 for my birthday, and I have some things that I want to buy. I don't know. I think did I talk about that in my cash envelope video? I don't remember. So, I'm going to make myself a sticky note. I have all the sticky note stuff in my January spot, because in January I'm going to be doing a pretty drastic change to my budget. I'll be pulling out a tithe style bit of money, and I'll be throwing money at my baby step. I'll also be pulling out money for Christmas and birthday gifts, which I haven't done at all this year. I will go back into specifically putting some money towards gardening supplies. So there'll be a pretty big change in my budget come January, which is good. Every now and then you have to change things up. So, trying to think of where I want to put this post-it note. I think I'm going to put this post-it note on my envelope for pulling out cash on the 15th through 16th. So, what I'm going to do, I have a $100 bill. So, what would I normally pull a $100 bill out for? We'll say my sock. I'll put that $100 bill into my sock, and then I'll be done. Minus 100. And this is sock birthday. And then I was also going to not pull out my personal for Amazon. So I will just leave my $20 in there instead of pulling it out. That way I'll have $120 to go towards buying the stuff on Amazon that I want to get. There's a backpack that has a hydration bladder in it, like a Camelback, but it's like a good bit of backpack, so I can carry my keys and my cell phone and a rain jacket. I can keep a hat packed so that when I go walking, I just have a kit that I grab and I'll be ready to go. Maybe I'll keep an extra pair of socks in there, because sometimes you just want to change out your socks. Okay, so, yep, so I made the note of what I need to change. I guess that's the side. What I need to change about my budget for the 15th and 30th, 15th through 30th. So that was the other thing that I wanted to do before I head out. So, I know this is kind of a long video. note to self about don't pull out extra cash because I'll just swap it around. Grocery shopping, double checked my bank account. I think that's it. That was the 3 things on this 15-minute long video. Yep. Have a good day.